So here we end our whole course with module 3, in which we will talk about some more common errors. So here we will talk about redundancy rule and articles. Okay, these two are also very important, and it will be interesting to read about redundancy rule. Now, what is redundancy rule? First of all, know the definition of redundancy rule. The redundancy rule states that unnecessary words or phrases should be avoided in writing. This principle enhances clarity and conciseness. Okay. Now, suppose I'm giving an example. You say, I got a free gift. Okay. Now, gifts are always free. You don't have to pay for your gift, right? So you don't use free with gift. You just say, I got a gift, right? So omitting those words which have this common meaning with the another word, and we should only use one word, right? So omitting those words to create clarity and conciseness is the redundancy rule. Okay, if we use both the words together, the redundancy rules break. Okay. Redundancy can create confusion by introducing unnecessary repetition and ambiguity. This can obscure the intended meaning. Okay, so unnecessary repetition, the sentence will be more wordy and it will be more confusing. So this can obscure the intended meaning. The main meaning will be hindered. Okay. Last is conciseness. Omitting redundancy allows for a more streamlined and impactful writing style. It avoids unnecessary wordiness and makes the writing more efficient. As I told, it will be more clear, it will be less ambiguous, it will be less wordy if we omit the redundant word. Okay, the word which is getting repeated unnecessarily is known as redundant word. Next is redundancy errors, examples and explanations. So the first error is written as repeat again. The word again is already implying repeat. Okay, ma'am, please repeat again. No, ma'am, please say again, or ma'am, please repeat. Okay, so we will never use repeat and again together. Okay, the example I gave you, free gift. Okay, all gifts are free. And past history. The history is already in the past. That's why it's history. So we don't have to use the word past with history. Okay. So these are redundant words, and what we should use is given in this slide. Now after redundancy, this much was redundancy. Okay. After that we come to article. Now I am sure that you all know that there are three articles, a, an and the, and you all know about the vowel rule. Okay, but we divide articles into three parts: indefinite article, definite article and zero article. So what is indefinite article? Used for singular unspecified nouns. Choose a before consonant sounds and an before vowel sounds. Okay, singular, when we say a bunch of flower, so we are talking about a singular bunch. So when we are talking singular about something, we use a or an. Okay. If it's a consonant sound, we use a. If it's a vowel sound, we use an. Vowel sound is a, e, I, o, u. Okay. Then next is definite article the. Used for singular or plural specific nouns, indicates a noun that has been previously mentioned or is unique. Okay. Means it can be used for singular or plural and indicates a noun that has been previously mentioned, like a dog is running, the same dog fell down. A dog is running. Okay, now we don't know anything about the dog. We saw that dog for the first time, but then when he fell down, then we know the dog already because we saw in the first part of the sentence, we saw the dog. So in the second part of the sentence, we are already known with that dog. So we will use the dog fell down. Okay. Then zero article. No article is used for plural nouns, proper nouns and certain abstract concepts. Okay. Zero article means no article being used, and when it is not used for plural nouns, proper nouns and certain abstract concepts. Okay. Next is common article errors, omission and misuse. What we do, common errors in article. Okay, so first is omission. Incorrectly omitting an article can create grammatical error. When we are omitting an article, we think that it's a zero article, but no, it's not a zero article. Then it creates problem. Then misuse, using the wrong article. Suppose it is written, my father is an MLA. Okay, and it is written as my father is a MLA. So it is a wrong use of article. It will come as an, even if it's starting with a consonant letter, but the sound is of A. When we say MLA, the sound comes as A. So A is a vowel sound. We will use an MLA. My father is an MLA. Okay. Next is inconsistency. Switching between articles for the same noun can create confusion and inconsistency. Okay. First you were using A, then you use the. My father is the MLA. No, no, no. Always use an MLA only. Okay. Next is strategies to avoid redundancy and article errors. Okay, so first is active reading. You need to pay close attention to your writing and question the necessity of every word. Is this word necessary? Is some other word which is the same as this word? So you have to drop the word. If these things occur, you have to drop that word. Okay. Next is proofreading. You need to proofread everything. Like when you sit for exam, after your writing is over, you read your whole copy, right? Whether I've made some spelling mistakes, some grammatical mistakes, some answer I left. So proofreading is very important. Okay. Next is dictionaries and style guides. You need to refer to dictionaries. Dictionaries are always right. They will tell you about the article. They'll tell you about the sound of the word. Okay. So refer dictionary as much as you can, and style guides, the grammar guides you can refer to. Okay. Teachers you can refer to online, and you can refer to the AI. Okay. You can refer to Google. There are so many options now, and you can refer to each one of them. Next is proofreading tips for identifying grammar mistakes. So here are some proofreading tips. First is read aloud. Always when you're proofreading, read aloud, because when you will read aloud, you will listen the mistakes. Okay, and when you will listen the mistakes, you will know to correct it. Okay, and you will remember also to correct it. Next is proofread backwards. Okay, so reading sentence by sentence from the end helps you focus on individual works in grammar. If you're reading a novel backwards, so means you're reading a story backwards. So it is, the story is getting ambiguous, but you are paying attention on the grammar. You're paying attention on the sentence. So when you're paying attention on the grammar, your mistakes will automatically get correct. Okay. And use a checklist. Always use a checklist that, okay, I have proofreading, check. I have proofread backwards, check. I have read aloud, check. I have corrected the redundancies, check. I have corrected the articles, check. I have checked for subject verb agreements, check. So always use a checklist. Okay. Now the conclusion and key takeaways is you have to eliminate the unnecessary words. If the redundancy rule is breaking, you have to omit the articles where it's not needed. You have to use the correct articles where it is needed, and practice as much as you can from your internet. There are so many resources now, and it was a very happy experience to teach you. Thank you.